Hi, to your subscribe and everybody else in the remaining social networks. It is Star King, and welcome back to another live reaction. Today is Boku no Hero Academia, chapter 306. Well, we'll see. Okay, so we got quite an interesting cover page with the what I can only call the post-apocalyptic versions of Deku and Shigaraki holding well, they're mortal enemies in a television. Interesting symbology? Alrighty, so. Not words, emotions, I can feel them coursing through him. Right, last time around, we finished with the last two of the predecessors finally, well, showing themselves, or, you know, being asked to show themselves by the OG. So, I can feel them close to him. Everything with the previous holders. One for all truths, my predecessor's test. Alright, knock knock. I could feel I could feel it ever so slightly, but I can feel it coursing through me as well. That your quirklessness wasn't a curse. It was a blessing. Yeah, I can feel it as well. How are you doing, All Might? Alright, so we got the Hogs in Best Genus. They they call me the man that's a bit too fast, so I'm going around getting information from everybody. Isn't this kind of rude? Were you not done watching over Midori yet? I could come back another time. No, it's quite alright. He'll be up soon. More than that, what are you here to talk about? Well, I was wondering about Midori's-kun and One for All in particular. Da-da-da! So yeah, you can see All Might's... Well, look. Its existence was revealed to some heroes who had joined in a battle towards the end of it. The media has been picked it up and has been spreading it slowly, and even I asked him ever about it, and he told me that Shigaraki is after Midori-kun. Whether he heard all of it or not, I want to make sure the problem is solved before it ends up in tragedy. After all, we're fighting against... we're not fighting against just any villains anymore. Society is here to fight against us as well. The secret was kept preventing my spreading across society. I hope you understand that this is for you as well, got it? We're not at that point anymore. They haven't given up on themselves either. This place isn't the best to talk about something like this. I'll tell you everything. Principal's office. Yep. I'll send in a request for government assistance as well. It's a request from Obi after all. I'll sort things out immediately. 3 days have passed, panic hasn't stopped, so yeah, you can see another street just wrecked. And more than that, it's spreading like an infection, but not everyone is looking for something to blame. Something to blame? Show some integrity. We're worried. Promise you won't make any more mistakes. Assure that we'll be safe. We're barely heading on a thread here. So yeah, that's what the general public was thinking. which is which is basically what's written in the next speech bubble, was what they were thinking. It's true. There's nothing I can say, but nothing I can say that will match the truth. Eh? He never spoke about his own family and his past in complete detail. Wow. His family's done for, aren't they? What a terrible story. He was supposed to be on our side. Okay, that's just sad. Please tell us you're lying. Tell us you're lying. So you say it's the truth? But the allegation against Hawks and Bestina's weren't. Mr. Genius faked his death so that I could infiltrate the League of Villains as a spy. Yikes! Shit, Hawks really did get the worst of it. Though the rest of the allegations cannot be debunked. My father's criminal history and the deaths of the villains who tried to escape. For hiding my connection to my father, I deeply apologize. As for the deaths of Bubai Gorak, there was no other course of action that felt it was appropriate at the moment. His vocation quirk, if left unchecked, would have caused far more harm to society now than anyone else. I wasn't able to avoid violence. Once again, I deeply apologize. Will it be okay? During Gigantamaki's rampage, my mother was severely injured. Just saying everything was true, so what if we sorry isn't gonna fix anything. Do you realize just how many people have lost their homes and lives just this week? What right do you have to be carefully sidestepping into like this? The rampage was done by a villain, that for sure. However, based on your faces, it doesn't look like you recognize it was due to your mistakes and things ended up like this. Alright. Would it make up for what I've done if I were to cry in front of you instead? Excuse me? Of course it wouldn't. I'm telling you to ease the panic. Get rid of villains, that is. That's right. That's the only way someone like Endeavor can make it up for it. However, we must also discuss the fact that with heroes resigning by the numbers, protecting society at large is only becoming harder and harder. We hereby announce a point to prioritize protection of certain civilians. Excuse me? What are you saying? After deliberating with the government starting today, UA High School will serve as sanctuary, a designated shelter for those connected to students in the hero course. So, would you watch the state of unrivaled security? This decision seems the most viable. The parents of those in school already began moving in. In time of uncertainty such as this, you think that a shelter like that will provide any amount of security? This is a measure placed specifically because we are in a time of uncertainty. All your worries, your hatred, please direct them directly at me. From here on out, it is not the lives of other heroes you should be concerned yourself with. I request that of you. Just watch me. Well, looks like the bunny girl is ready to go back in business. Amongst with a lot of other heroes who are watching too. The number of heroes has decreased significantly. From that day on, if a person was holding out for a hero, there would be none to answer the call. Despite this, there are still those who stand up and fight. Wasn't that enough torment, Dad? And again, Jabi is just having the time of his life with this. All this means is good. I can have more fun with breaking you further. Okay, when asked about One for All by reporters, and they were answered plainly with an I don't know. Which isn't necessarily a lie. I mean, All Might told Hulks and Best Genius. He probably told Never as well, but no guarantee of that. Big news, everybody! So, Dadaku and All Might wouldn't be pestered further by the media. Dear Rocket, thank you for everything. I don't feel like I should be keeping a secret from everybody in Class 1A, so I'm leaving a letter. My quirk is a power that All Might pass down to me. Midoriya, let the letter at the door. You too. What the hell is this? Oh, for one, is being targeted by a villain. Huh. It is a special power. Shigaraki and All for One are trying to go after me to seize it. Before that happens, I must leave. Midoriya, what's going on? If I hear the figure that doesn't flatter in any situation, no matter how dire, dummy. What do you call someone as dire as you? April. Well, we got Deku wearing a scarf, and actually does look good on him. Overlooking the city. You couldn't get any more Batman than this if you tried. Come on, Deku! Deku-kun leaves his Hero Academy. The big villain attacking. Chapter 306. The beginning of the end. And that's that. Sorry, I was laughing for one of the translator's notes. Anyway. So, Deku has gone full Batman. Get him, I guessed it. And the beginning of the end. A few chapters ago we got to the end of the beginning, so this is fitting. Yeah. And I can't wait to see how this affects everybody. I'm seriously dying to see. Since, well, Deku is right now is a vigilante in all but name, so I can't wait. Also, Cat is out of the bed for Endeavor and Hawks, so their reputation thing in a hit, but at this point everything has gone to hell in a handbasket, so it really doesn't matter that much. Also, using the high school as a sanctuary, actually an excellent idea considering, well, this thing is basically a fortress, as it is. Now let's think about it. Whatever happened to the portal guy? The one that had as always, old friend as a basis. I mean, there was a prison break, so he should have gone out too. I didn't see him. I don't remember, but things are interesting. And I seriously don't think the rest of Class 1A is just gonna let Deku wander around like this. They are definitely gonna do whatever they can to catch up to him. One way or the other. Anyway, people, we remind, well, insert the meme, we're entering the end game now or you're in the endgame now. And I guess the aforementioned post-apocalyptic Deku at the cover page now makes more sense. Anyway, with that in mind, people, I'm gonna leave it here. I hope you enjoyed my study, and don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, you know the drill. Till then, I'll see you around. Ta-ta!